Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video where we are going to talk about the new collection by Hindash. I'm finally going to try out his powder products. I have some lip products, I have the whole shebang. We're going to try it out. We're going to see if we can create something fun, create something creative. Wow. I'm starting out with a bang here, but if you haven't done it before, if this is your first video here, hello, my name is Angie. I'm such a lover of beauty makeup. I love everything beauty makeup related, especially things that are a little bit more colorful, and this palette definitely has some of that, so I'm super excited. And if you want to see some more makeup content on your timeline, don't forget to subscribe because I upload 5 videos a week. Okay, so I have the palette here, I have the highlighter, I have the lip pencil, and I have one of the lipsticks. There are 2 lipsticks released in this little collection. I got the peachy one. That's why I'm wearing this dress today. I didn't get the pink one because I usually do not wear pinks. There was a pink lipstick in this packaging as well. I bought this collection the minute it launched and I got express shipping, and these are expensive products. I mean, the palette is $70 and it took them a week to print and pack my order. I don't think that that is really good. I understand that they probably got more orders than they thought they were gonna get. They didn't have enough staff. I get that, but I also don't think that you should be offering express shipping if it takes you a week to ship out orders. And then it actually took 5 days, 6 days for me to get the order as well. So 2 weeks. 2 weeks for me to get this express order that I bought like for how many dollars? Like, this is the amount of dollars that I paid for this order. So I'm not super thrilled on the shopping experience, and even though I love the Hindash liner, I've tried the liquid liner from before, and I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy these products, I feel a little bit the same about this as I feel about the Pat McGrath and Bridgerton collection. Spent a lot of money and I didn't really love the shopping experience, so I think I'm going to do the same with Hindash as I'm going to do with Pat McGrath, which is just not purchase it directly from their website. Because if I'm paying luxury prices, I want a luxury experience. And I personally think that if you're offering express shipping on your website, if you're like, yeah, your customers are paying extra for express shipping, I do think, and I know that it's possible to print those labels separately and ship those out a little quicker. Otherwise, I don't think you should have express shipping if your handling is a week. That is just a side note, because I will say I probably got 10 different comments asking me why I'm not doing a video on the Hindash, and it's because I got the order yesterday. I got the order yesterday. It took a really long time to get to me, but let's talk about this collection. The palette is the second palette that Hindash has released, and this is the Monochromance collection, the Monochromance palette. It has a slip on the inside. It's like plastic, but it's like a little frosted. I really like that touch. There is a mirror, and it is like a cardboard packaging, and can I tell you, I really like that it's cardboard. I love cardboard. It's sleek, it's easy to like store. I just really love cardboard, and I do love the whole idea of these like ombre pans going from light to dark. Although I will say that I think that you probably, or if you have the same makeup preferences as me, you probably will enjoy this palette together with this old palette more. I might bring in something darker because I don't know, depending on how dark these go, of course, I don't know if I will think that the depth of this darkest side is dark enough for what I like. I've heard that these are super blendable, super buildable, like very just nice shadows to work with. You can use these on your eyes and on your cheeks, and like these are multifunction products, which is like, this is a makeup artist brand. It makes sense for a makeup artist. I will say though, that I think that this concept is really cool, but I wonder how long he can do this, because paying $70 for this big of a pan of turquoise eyeshadow, because I'm not going to use this on my cheeks and most people are not going to use this on their cheeks, it's going to be harder and harder to swallow with each release. So I do hope that he also has another concept in mind for the future, because as like visually pleasing as it is to look at this, I'm never ever gonna use up this much of a turquoise pan. Can use purple as a blush though, that's really beautiful. I think you can use turquoise as a blush as well. I know some people do. I'm a daring person with makeup. I will never be that daring, let me tell you that. The Boy Tears, this is like a multifunction, it's a color fluid ultra shimmer. I think I'm gonna use this as a highlighter. When I swatched this, it had a little bit of like emollient thing to it, and it didn't dry down super quickly. It might dry down with some time, which is why I don't think I'm gonna use it on my like eyes, because I have a lot of folds on my eyes. It happens with time, but it swatched beautifully. I don't have a highlighter or a blush on today, so I think I'm gonna use the palette and the other product for that. The lip liner and the lipstick. There was an eyeliner as well. I think it was brown. I don't use brown eyeliners enough to warrant buying one. The liquid black liner is beautiful. It's a really, really good product. I definitely recommend that one. This one is called the Lip Tone Pencil in Hush. I think this is going to be a really nice lip pencil on me, on my skin tone. I will link all the other things that I have on my face, like foundation and stuff, down below in case you're interested. And the lipstick, like I said, it also came in a rosy color as well. This one is in Call Me Peaches. I don't usually go for like milky peaches like this, but I was really interested in trying out his lip formula. It looked so beautiful on the models, I will say. I mean, he's a professional makeup artist. I feel like the better you are with makeup, the better you are at making stuff work for you. Like, you're not working for the products are working for you. And I'm okay with makeup, but it still makes me a little bit like, am I this skilled? It's a little bit terrifying. It's a little bit terrifying. I'm actually going to start with the lips. Let me start with the lips, and then we'll zoom in and we'll try the other things. This reminds me of how the MAC lip pencils are, which is, I like that. They're wooden, they're sharpenable. These are easier to be precise with because they're not too creamy. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I know a lot of people love a really creamy lip liner. I'm not really that person. I actually really like this lip liner on me. I think it's a really beautiful color. Really like it. This feels like a comfort matte, like the matte that has a little bit of silicone to it, so it's going to be easier to glide. It glides on a little bit better, but they're usually not as budge proof as like a true matte bullet lipstick. You know what? That's really pretty. It's not really a color I usually go for, but I guess today's the day. Okay, here we are. I'm a little bit zoomed in. I used a little eye primer. So rude. Let's use a little bit of this for blush. I think I'm gonna try and see if I can just poke a little bit in the middle. I haven't, like, you have seen swatches, but I haven't been able to swatch this. I feel like I'm not doing a very good job at like explaining the concept about the light to the dark. I just feel like I'm so late to this line. Who hasn't watched a video on this like Hindash collection by now? Like, do I need to explain anything? But maybe I do. I think the whole idea is that you can like dip in wherever and you can get like just the amount of depth that you need. And I feel like that makes more sense because when I don't know, I think I have talked about this before, but I used to freelance as a makeup artist. The things that I did the most was live TV, which is very volatile. It's very volatile. And something like this with like these kind of shades would have been so amazing. I used to use a lot of powders because with live television, all the lights, everything turns shiny. It was fun. But I feel like with this, it's just very big pans. But we are gonna try out, because I really do want to try this, because this is a beautiful blush. It went on beautifully. Like, I've heard about this formula. It is silky, but not too opaque. So it was like a beautiful blush color. Goes with the... I am wearing a dress still. I'm not naked. But I put some eye primer on. Should we just... I don't know what I'm doing. Famous last words. But I really don't know what I'm gonna do. I feel like let's try this purple. I want to try something different. Oh boy, oh boy, this could blow up in my face. But I want to try something different. I'm gonna dip in the purple in the darker end with this pencil brush, and I just wanna. Okay. I really hope it's buildable, because right now it is... a little light. Let me see if I can build this up a little bit, and I'm gonna see if I can blend this with some of the lighter purple a bit further down in this lavender ombre. I mean, yeah, it's definitely buildable and you're able to build it up a little bit. I personally prefer something that is a little bit more pigmented out the get-go, but I still feel like I was able to build it up. And I'm just trying something else here, people. Let me live. Okay, I was able to build it up a little bit. I don't hate it, but I do prefer something that is a little bit more pigmented. These are very hard pressed. Like when you go in with these, there is no kick up whatsoever, and you don't get that much on your brush either, which could be good because then you can build up. And it's always nice when you're doing makeup on others if you don't get kick up or if you don't get fallout. I'm doing the darkest side of the inked shade now. It's just a preference thing. I do feel like the formula is performing beautifully. It's just me that I'm used to my favorite formulas having a lot more pigment out of the get-go, because I am going back and forth and just really trying to coat my brush as much as possible. So this is just a preference thing. I mean, it performs really good. I'm not gonna complain. I'm just gonna do a little smoky wing up here. I'm trying to be creative. How am I doing? Okay, now I'm dipping into the lighter side of the turquoise. And I'm gonna meet up with the lavender here. And just soften this edge here. Ooh, I really do like that, like light turquoise shade. That's really beautiful. But again, I'm going back and forth and I'm picking up new product every time with the brush. Again, that is just me being used to having more pigment out of the get-go. I mean, that is pretty. It's very different. Maybe I should try a little bit of this, like the boy tears, and just like with like a little stubby brush like this, and I'll take a little bit and I'll just like run it where they meet. For just a little sparkle. You know what? I don't hate that at all. Look at me being a subdued queen. I say with this Picasso moment. I do like how this looks, but I will say these are very sheer eyeshadows according to me. They are very buildable. I love a buildable formula, but I also prefer it to be a little bit more pigmented at the get-go. I want to be able to pick up more shadows. And I also thought that the lighter shades here, I thought they were going to be more of a pigmented pastel on my eyes, but they're more a wash of color. And you know me, that's not really like my journey. I like something that's pigmented. If you like something that's more on the buildable side, this might be for you. Honestly, I don't think that this is a bad formula at all. It just doesn't fit my preferences. I'm a person that likes my makeup to be seen. I like dramatic, pigmented, bam eyeshadow looks, and I think that these formulas are more for the ethereal, buildable, not as bam looks, and that's not my journey. That's not the kind of makeup I do, and I didn't think that it would be this. When I hear buildable, I don't necessarily hear that they're like this buildable, because I have to dip in my brush 5 times to get color on one eye, and that's perfect for some people. For them, that's the perfect thing. That's not how I like doing my makeup, and I do my makeup because I enjoy doing my makeup. How are we gonna do this one? I got a sponge. Maybe we'll do it with the sponge. I do my makeup because I enjoy doing my makeup. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. Not because I have to, not because I feel like I need makeup to look pretty or to go out the door. I do it because it's fun. And I don't know if I feel like it's that fun when I have to like work so much and go back and forth so many times. Am I? I don't feel like I'm doing this correctly. Wait, how am I supposed to do this? Okay, with my finger. Definitely with my finger. Don't do it with a sponge like I did. That did not work for me. Am I doing this incorrectly? Wait, this doesn't look that good. Wait, I'm doing it incorrectly. Send help. Why am I so... why am I so bad at this? I don't feel like I'm this bad at makeup. Help me. That's pretty, but that's too icy for me. I don't like a highlight. I'm surprised that these eyeshadows are so subtle when I'm getting this like stripe of icy glow. This is too icy to be a highlighter that I enjoy. I don't enjoy a highlighter that has this much of an icy glow. I'm so sticky. Send help. Okay, so everything is done and I like how it looks. Like I like this. Is this the most amazing thing I've ever used in my life? Not really. I thought I would be as blown away by this as I was with the eyeliner. And I think that there's a similar situation going on with this one as it was with the Nyqvist Cosmetics Meet Me at Midnight palette. And that is that people had been hyping up that brand and this brand so much that my expectations were sky high. And I think it's good. There's nothing wrong with the quality of this one. This is a really, really nice palette, but I wasn't having as much fun as I thought I would be playing with this. I prefer something that's more pigmented. I think that's just the bottom line. I prefer something that's more pigmented. I know it's buildable and I know it's workable and I don't dislike this look. I mean, the look is beautiful. I really like it. I just didn't have as fun with this as I usually do with the more pigmented formula. And I think that maybe this is more a makeup artist brand, or if you're the kind of person that loves a sheer but buildable for. It's not sheer, but it's like, it's not fully opaque either. It's a little bit more gently pigmented, but buildable. You're probably gonna love it. I bet you are, because there's nothing wrong with it. I was able to build it up, like I was able to blend it. It's not patchy, nothing like that. Just didn't have as fun with it as I thought I would. The Boy Tears is really pretty. I don't love something that's this icy on my cheeks. If this one is released in a shade that's not as icy, because just looking at this, I thought it was going to be a little bit more like this, like caramelly champagne, and it's like just so icy on my cheeks, and I don't love that. A lot of people love that. If you're looking for a skin-like, wet-looking liquid highlighter that has that icy sheen, I'm sure you're gonna love this. It looks great. It did dry down. It looks beautiful. It really does look like a wet cheek. Beautiful. My preference is just something that's not as icy as this. I prefer something that's a little warmer than this on my skin tone. So again, if this comes out in a different color, definitely could see myself getting it. The lip products are the ones I like the most. I love lip pencils. Lip pencils is one of those things, every time I do my makeup, I use a lip pencil, and I think I will be using this lip pencil a lot. I love the consistency. I love how it went on. The color was beautiful on me. The lipstick is a wonderful consistency. Not the kind of color that I go for on an everyday like basis, but I still love how it looks. I think all of this, it looks really pretty. I just didn't have as fun working with it as I thought I would. Have you tried this brand? What do you think about it? I feel like there's nothing wrong with this brand, nothing wrong with the consistency of these products. It's more a, what do you prefer? What kind of formulas do you prefer? How do you want your makeup to perform? And I just personally prefer something that's a little bit more pigmented, because that makes my heart sing. But let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if you tried anything from Hindash. Don't forget to subscribe as well, because tomorrow I'll be back and we're gonna have a new makeup releases. Bye!